So you're thinking about, you've had some time to process the information we've shared, and now you've got before you some documentation, some of the myths and some of the realities of retirement and some of the ways that go through different phases of the retirement. The pre-retirement phase, the post-retirement phase, the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 piece. We also have in here a really interesting self-guided tool you can use called the Retirement Identity Tool, which is really to help you think through what are your talents, what are the things you value, what are the things you're interested in, what kind of lifestyle you're looking for, and what kind of environment you're going to thrive in. And that's what we call the Retirement Identity Tool. It's a tool we created that is hopefully going to help you as you analyze. And one of the things that's really important as you think about this process, there's knowledge and then there's action. Right? And I always say that a lot of people, without good knowledge, you can't have good action. So the concept of these documents and the tools we're giving you, and some of the content around this to give you some research around this, but also to give you a tool to enable you to think about yourself in a more enlightened way. And I always say better action is started with better analysis. So this tool and some of the tools around it, I'm hoping they can walk through it. Maybe you can do it, but also I'm going to suggest you maybe share it with a couple of 3 or 4 friends that you trust and can give you perspective on that. And maybe that can send that back to you. There's really 5 key elements. It takes about 15 minutes. It's not long. It's not much drawn out. It's very practical. And that'll hopefully help you think through not seeing yourself just as where you've been. Often we see ourselves through our title, the PGA Pro, or overseeing a course, or whatever your role may be, but to actually see yourself beyond your title and see your talents and see your options. And then think about how to leverage those in a different way than you may have thought about. And that's just really to disrupt you in a positive way, and get you to think more laterally. And like I say, it's not rocket science, but to be thoughtful, to have a plan, to do some research, to do some thinking around this. And then I encourage you to go to some of your friends and family and share some of your thinking around this, and also find out people you know that have gone before you, maybe some of your peers of the golf in the golf industry, and see what they've done and see what other options they've discovered, and also other people outside the industry. So obviously, you're not the only one going through this. So take a few minutes to take these tools, to take the guides that we've given you, and we're hoping that it'll give you a nice framework. Remember, it's not formula. Your journey is different than somebody else's journey. It's not going to be the same journey, and we're just hoping your journey will be the better journey. And obviously, I mean, as much as you love golf, you may want to golf more. That may be your dream retirement, or maybe I never want to see a golf course again, and I never want to touch a club, or I never want to go. And I don't know where you're at now, but I do know that a rich and rewarding retirement is more than just consuming time. It's contributing in a meaningful way, and that's our goal here with taking some of the material we at Career Joy have created to help you have a really deeply meaningful retirement flourishing. And you know what? There's lots of research that shows that in this phase of your life could be the most rich phase of your life. Maybe economically, but I just mean in total. You get to spend time with your friends and family, and if you have grandchildren, etc. You really get to invest in them. And if you think about it, we've seen lots of people start amazing things. I think Ruth Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice, became a Supreme Court Justice in '62 and had a rich, rewarding career, final career. So that's what we're hoping that this workshop, this series, the tools we have, that will just help you to really think about what it means to have a meaningful, thoughtful retirement that's not just good for you, but good for people